Howdy, this is Edward from Valarm. In this video, you'll see an overview of the calculator's features on tools.valarm.net. We've implemented these calculator software features based on requests received from various industries by customers just like you. These calculators help you and your organization remotely monitor industrial IoT sensors by giving you ways to automatically analyze, filter, run statistics, calibrate, convert, interpolate, and perform other operations on your sensor measurements. So let's get started. First off, you'll log in to your tools.valarm.net account. Next, go to your device manager with the list of your industrial IoT devices. Now, which device do you want to configure your calculators for? Click the name of your device that you'd like to set up. You'll see your latest sensor information on your device details page. There's also an orange Configure Data Path button in the upper right corner. Mouse over the Configure Data Path and you'll get a drop-down menu with tools.valarm.net cloud software features. Let's click the Other Calculators and learn more about your choices for Industrial IoT Sensor Analytics. The Configure Calculators window will pop up, and you'll see you can create a new calculator up top by giving it a name, selecting its type from the drop-down menu, and then clicking the blue plus button. In the types of calculators, you'll see that you've got a variety to choose from, like filters, calibration, analytics, interpolation, statistics, Alphasense air quality sensor gas algorithms, dew point, and other helpful tools for your remote monitoring needs. Remember that we've received and implemented these calculator software features based on requests from various industries by customers just like you. So please don't hesitate to get in touch with us at info@valarm.net if you've got any questions. You'll be surprised at how quickly we implement new tools.valarm.net software features for our customers. Now let's take a gander at some calculators in more detail. How about this one that interpolates and calibrates your IoT sensor measurements? At the top, you see a checkbox that enables or disables this calculator. You've got text fields to give your calculators memorable names and notes so that you and other folks on your teams and at your organization can remember what and why you're configuring this calculator. There's an in-depth description of what this calculator does and drop-down menus to choose your input and output channels. Your input channels are any sensor fields that your calculator needs as input to run the calculations. Output channels are sensor fields where your calculator will save, or write, or store your results from your calculations. Here we've set the calibrator calculator output to be saved in the Calc4 channel, and our input channel that we'll be interpolating is ambient temperature. This interpolation or calibration calculator requires a lookup table with your X in and Y out values that correspond to your remote monitoring needs. Add additional XY pairs by clicking the green plus button. You can choose the interpolation type in the drop-down menu in the bottom left. You've got options like linear, cubic, and Akima splines. To visually verify your interpolation curve, click the orange graph button. You'll see a reference one-to-one line and your interpolation calculator result. Once you're satisfied with your settings, click the Save button and close the window to go back to your general calculators window. Next up, let's take a look at the multiple input average calculator. You can use this calculator to average up to 5 different sensor input channels. You'll see in this demo example, we're averaging temperature, humidity, pressure, and light measurements. We've set the output of this calculator to go to the Calc3 field. Here's a filter calculator that compares our IoT sensor measurements to see if they fall between two values that you've configured. Your substitution value is saved to the calculator output field if the filter calculator is triggered by the sensor inputs being within your filter range and constants that you set. Otherwise, input values are written out unchanged. Now that you've seen a few tools.valarm.net calculators, it makes sense to organize and order your calculators. Reordering the order of execution for your calculators can be critical because you can use the output of one calculator as the input to another calculator. Make sense? If you're using the output channel of a calculator as the input channel to another calculator, make sure your calculator waiting on the input runs after its output has been created. Drag and drop the arrows to reorder your calculators and click Save when you're all done. That's it. Your calculators have been made and will be seen all throughout tools.valarm.net, like in maps, graphs, and alerts. Remember, you can use the column renaming feature to make custom names for your fields. You'll see an example here where we've renamed our calculators fields to more human-readable and understandable names. Here's a demo example of the calculators we just made with results visualized on a 3D Earth globe. And here you see all of your calculators' results on 2D Esri base maps. Your calculator's features work all throughout tools.valarm.net on data downloads, APIs like JSON, analytics, email alerts, all over. That's your overview of tools.valarm.net calculators. You saw there are a whole bunch of calculators for automatically calculating handy results for a variety of remote monitoring needs. Take a gander at our blog on www.valarm.net/blog for more detailed info on each of these calculators. Also, see our web dashboards for visualizing industrial IoT sensor information to improve your organization's operations. On our customer stories page on valarm.net, you'll see industrial IoT use cases and case studies with stories about how we help our customers save time and money. If you've got any questions, would like to see a new IoT calculator feature, or anything else, then please don't hesitate to talk to me at info@valarm.net. Thank you for watching.